afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Live at 4. Brady is with us. You made it to midweek.
I know. Good job, everyone.
Yes, good job to you. It's been great having you aboard this week. Mark will be back on Monday. A little later this hour, we'll be taking your plant calls.
Yeah, looking forward to that, so start getting ready.
Yep, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will be here. We'll let you know when it's time to call in. Here's what's topping our show today. The nation is dealing with a third day of heat, and there's an alert day in the forecast for this weekend. We'll find out why with meteorologist Dana Fulton.
And Wisconsin is trying to hold big corporations responsible for the PFAS they let out in the state's waters.
And we spoke to the FBI today about the importance of cybersecurity in the 21st century. Stick around to hear their answers coming up in just a little bit.
1 second.
Let's take a look outside today. Great day to do a little kayaking. Another warm and sticky one.
Downtown is hopping right now. People are at the lake, people are outside enjoying themselves, so they're making the most out of the heat.
It's the best time of the year in Madison in a lot of ways. Dana Fulton is out on the weather patio. Hi, Dana.
Hey, it's really comfortable out on the patio right now. It's nice that we've backed off just a little bit on our humidity this afternoon, but it's going to ramp right up again as we look ahead to tomorrow. 83 currently in Madison, 82 in Janesville and in Lone Rock, about 77 in Mineral Point, with heat index readings just a little bit higher than our actual temperatures, but still sitting in a pretty comfortable spot. The other thing to factor in today, it has been windy outside. Peak wind gusts close to 30 miles per hour. Sustained wind speeds not quite as high, but still generally in that 8 to 15 mile per hour range coming in from the northwest. Doppler track is quiet for southern Wisconsin. To the north, we've had a few showers, mainly north of the Dells. We'll stay quiet for the next few days, but we are looking at a bit of a change in the forecast for the weekend. Some showers and thunderstorms expected to develop as we look ahead to Saturday. Overnight low of about 65, mostly clear and mild. We'll drop down a little lower than where we were at this morning for overnight lows. As far as traffic is concerned, the Beltline looks pretty smooth right now. Southwestern Wisconsin not seeing any delays. In fact, east and westbound along the Beltline, green in downtown Madison, a few slow and go spots, but otherwise things look good. And north and southbound along the interstate for Rock County, all good as well. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City and downtown to Sun Prairie. An 18-minute commute for us this evening. We will take a closer look at that weekend rain chance and why we've added an alert day to the forecast in just a few.
Thank you, Dana. Well, we've been talking a lot about the heat. In fact, about 120 million Americans, that's more than a third, are facing excessive heat warnings and advisories today.
A dangerous combination of heat and humidity is reaching even the northernmost states and generating devastating wildfires. Nationwide, approximately 85 fires are burning in 13 states, charring more than 3 million acres. And there was a tragedy this week in a Tallahassee parking lot where police are looking for answers after an 11-month-old was found dead in the back of a hot car, potentially marking at least the 12th hot car death so far this year.
How quickly can this kind of heat impact a person?
It can impact them in a matter of minutes.
Braving 110 degrees, city repair crews are working on one of nearly 200 water mains that have burst in the last 30 days alone as temperatures consistently hit triple digits.
10 rare wildfires burned and billowed across London as the London Fire Brigade, stretched thin and stressed out, saw its busiest day since World War II. The same day, the country shattered the record for its hottest day in known history. That's more than 104 degrees Fahrenheit, sparking already parched grasses. Well, families left their burning neighborhoods, leaving everything behind. Dr. Michael Nachmany was asked whether the UK can still be called a cold country.
Absolutely not. This level of extreme weather is life-threatening, and we really want to make sure that people are not under any illusion that this is serious and this is here to stay for the foreseeable future.
And even though the record heat and those wildfires have thankfully been snuffed out, the mayor of London says the threat to even more fires is still not over. He points out it has not rained in London for a month and that the green spaces, well, formerly green spaces, which are now yellow, dry, and parched, are now tinderboxes across the city. Now there are so many, this is a threat to homes and buildings pretty much everywhere.
President Biden just announced this afternoon new executive actions on climate change.
As extreme heat and wildfires rage here at home and across Europe, Mike Valerio has the latest.
It's an unprecedented global heat wave with dangerous warnings spreading nationwide.
Miserably hot. I thought I had at least a day in me. I don't know if I'll make it tonight.
Darlene Hudson has no power at home in Paris, Arkansas. She and more than 85% of Americans are now expecting highs above 90 in the week ahead. Staying inside, though, with no AC can be unbearable.
At nighttime, we can sleep in there until we can't breathe anymore, and then we have to go outside.
The southern plains are still the hardest hit, with nearly a dozen record highs in Texas and Oklahoma on Tuesday. There's the threat of wildfires, with some states battling multiple blazes.
Be careful with sparks. Be careful with any kind of fire if you're outside. Follow burn bans.
With the heat spreading to the northeast, President Biden is in Massachusetts, announcing new executive actions on climate change after Congress failed to act.
Climate change is literally an existential threat to our nation and to the world. In the coming days, my administration will announce the executive actions we have developed to combat this emergency. We need to act.
Across the Atlantic, this is in London, a fire fought with a garden hose, as London's fire brigade reported its busiest day since World War II. Unforgiving heat and infernos spreading across Europe, with fires attacked from the air in Italy, Greece, and France. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Wisconsin's Attorney General filed a lawsuit today against more than a dozen companies over their alleged role in contaminating water across the state with PFAS chemicals. Josh Call filed the lawsuit seeking to force nearly 20 companies to reimburse the state for investigations and cleanup efforts. The lawsuit filed in Dane County Court names 18 companies as defendants, including 3M, Tyco Fire Products, and BASF Corporation. The filing alleges the defendants knew or should have known their products could have a dangerous impact on the public's health and environment.
Every person in Wisconsin should have access to safe and clean drinking water. And when you think about it, clean water is fundamental to life in Wisconsin. It's fundamental to our economy. It's fundamental to the way we live our lives, with so many people using clean water for fishing, for other kinds of recreation. And it's fundamental to our health that we are drinking water that is safe and that does not cause serious harms to people's health.
The lawsuit seeks punitive damages as well as reimbursement for costs of investigations, cleanup, and remediation. The Dane County Sheriff's Office is searching for a missing teenage girl. 16-year-old Johanna de Los Angeles Martinez Rodriguez lives in the town of Vienna with a travel sponsor. She was last seen on July 15th. Officials say she may be with her boyfriend, 18-year-old Juan Garmendia, who lives in Minnesota. Rodriguez also goes by the name Maciel Martinez Rodriguez. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to call 608-255-2345. The FBI keeps a close watch on cybersecurity threats, but today in Dane County, FBI agents stressed they can't track everything on their own.
That's right. They're asking you and businesses to be more proactive when it comes to protecting your information online. Tahalil Mohadin spoke with them at a special roundtable today, and she joins us now to share why they're making a push for more engagement. Tahalil?
Susan and Brady, last year alone, Americans lost nearly $2.4 billion to attacks involving compromised email. The FBI tells me these types of attacks likely won't slow down. During today's roundtable, the agent said it's important for you to see cybersecurity as everyone's responsibility and practice what the Bureau calls good cyber hygiene. Wisconsin's special agent in charge says a little effort can go a long way to deter these attacks.
The thing that's most important to remember, spending 5 minutes on the front end saying, okay, I'm going to have strong passwords, or I'm going to think about cybersecurity, or I'm going to think about how to protect myself and my family, goes a long way. Again, it's like locking your front door and turning on your system.
They say it's also important to report cybersecurity threats to the FBI as soon as possible, even if they're small, because if reported within 24 to 48 hours, they're more likely to get your money back. That data also helps them look for patterns among victims and attackers across the country so they can better focus on prevention. And tonight at 6, we'll have more tips on how you can practice cyber hygiene and hear how local businesses are taking precautions.
Thank you, Tahalil. A Madison man was sentenced to time in jail for a felony hit and run in December of 2020. Sarbit Bueller he hit a 12-year-old girl on Madison's southwest side and didn't stop after striking the girl because he panicked. The victim was in court today where she forgave him and requested that Bueller receive no jail time. Well, there was a 30-day mandatory sentence requirement, so Bueller received that. 2 years probation and 2 years absolute sobriety, restitutions and court costs, as well as no contact with the family.
For him to understand her back pain, for her to understand her fear to cross the street, for her to even in lighthearted situations when she does cross the street with me, say, cars are coming, I don't want to get hit by a car again.
Bueller will report to jail on Friday. The Janesville Police Department said goodbye to a family member yesterday. Canine Fred died peacefully, surrounded by officers and his family, Sergeant Drew Severson and his wife Emily. Fred joined the department in November of 2015 and was responsible for a multitude of apprehensions and drug seizures. He was also part of many public presentations. He'd been suffering from melanoma for the last several years, but continued to serve. A ceremony honoring Canine Fred will be held in front of the Janesville Police Department at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow, and the community is invited. A procession will bring him from Janesville Animal Medical Center to the police department.
SSM Health and Youth to Youth in Rock County are having Christmas early this year. They're calling it Christmas in July, but these gifts aren't your traditional toys or games. Instead, they're collecting hygiene products for those in need in Rock County. The two organizers recognized the need, and now they hope to fill it with your help.
It's something that they constantly need, and again, with the rising costs in groceries, and this is something that they don't get help with, it's something that's just will continually be needed.
The drive lasts through next Monday, July 25th. SSM Health St. Mary's in Janesville has bins available for donations at their entrance and at the chapel, and you can also donate to Youth to Youth by visiting their website.
Well, coming up next, we'll take you to Capitol Square.
Arlie Lynchide joins us with a preview of tonight's Concert on the Square by the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. That's when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Mom, Abel's looking for you.
Oh, all right. As parents, we know that all Wisconsin kids should grow up in a healthy, safe world. As a women's health doctor, I know that access to abortion services is fundamental to personal and economic success. I'm going to fight for financial security so Wisconsin families can succeed and even dream. I'm Jillian Bettino, a mother, a doctor, a fighter, and I'm running for Wisconsin State Treasurer.
Son, it's about time we had the talk. It's time you knew the truth. Windows can take a beating, especially here in the Midwest. When it's time to replace them, call Feldco.
Isn't Feldco offering 2-for-1 windows right now, Dad?
They are, son. They are.
Less talk, more action. 2-for-1 windows from Feldco makes home improvement easy and affordable.
2-for-1 windows ends soon. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Your mission, stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis
Or active psoriatic arthritis.
and take it on with Rinvoq.
Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that tackles pain, stiffness, swelling.
For some, Rinvoq significantly reduces RA and PSA fatigue. It can stop irreversible joint damage.
And Rinvoq can leave skin clear or almost clear in PSA. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Ask your rheumatologist about Rinvoq Relief. Rinvoq. Make it your mission. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Rinvoq.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Welcome back. Americans' approval of the Supreme Court is falling. That's according to a new poll released today.
Just 38% of the country now says it approves of the nation's highest court. That's a stark drop from a year ago, when that number was 60%. The poll, conducted by Marquette Law School, was taken soon after the court's recent Roe versus Wade ruling. It also shows a dramatic shift in public opinion from even its March poll, when a majority of Americans still showed approval for the court. The Marquette poll, like others released since the abortion rights ruling came down, finds nearly 2/3 of Americans oppose the decision to overturn Roe, versus 36% who favor it.
Well, there's still time to take your shot at the Mega Millions jackpot. The jackpot has now skyrocketed to $630 million. The cash prize would be worth about $360 million. No winners matched all 6 numbers in last night's drawing, when the prize was a mere $555 million, the 5th largest jackpot in the lottery's history. The next drawing will be held on Friday. Another good day on Wall Street. The Dow was up by 47, the Nasdaq gained 184, and the S&P closed up 23.
Well, the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra is getting ready to perform its 4th concert on the square.
Great night for it tonight. The theme of tonight's concert is The Planets and Ho-Chunk.
Our Leah Linscheid joins us live from Capitol Square with a special guest. Leah, you're saving Susan and I space down there, right?
Up way past her bedtime.
You better believe I have space for you two, Brady and Susan. I have a blanket right behind us. Would love it if you would come and join. I am so excited, yes, to be staying up a little late this evening, hanging out with my new friend Joe Lanus. Thanks so much for showing me the ropes down here.
Sure, thanks for being here.
Well, we want to talk a little bit later about what you can expect tonight on Concerts on the Square. A really phenomenal performance ahead. But first, I really want to focus on how folks can give back. We're always talking about these phenomenal free events that Madison features. This one is expensive to put on, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it costs us about $1 million to put on for the community each year, and this is why we exist. This is our mission. So this year we wanted to find an easy way for our blanket patrons to support and give back and make sure this stays in Madison for a long time. So we started the Friends of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra program.
Blanket patrons. I like that.
Blanket patrons,
I like that. I like that. Let's talk a little bit about this program. It's super easy and it's cheap, too.
Yeah, we wanted to make it easy and affordable. So you text concerts to 801-801. And for $5 a month, you can be a new friend. And your first drink is on us tonight if you sign up to be a friend. So it's a really easy program. And again, it's just an easy way for people to support this great series.
So you get a free drink there. Also some other perks, right, for friends of the concerts?
Yeah, you get entered into a drawing for a catered table in future weeks, or what we call the blanket basket experience. So you get some Maestro meals and some other things. But really, you know, there's some perks. And you know, so if you just want to get your free beer and have a tumbler, that'd be fantastic. So it's something for everybody.
This is really easy, folks. All you have to do is text 801-801.
Text concerts
to 801-801. Let me get that correct. If you can't send a text tonight because there are too many folks around, you don't have the service, go ahead, save it on your phone so you can do it when you get home. Only $5 a month. I do want to touch on the fact that we have a goal here. We want to get as many folks as possible. What's our goal tonight?
Yeah, we want to get 100 new friends tonight, which will unlock a special surprise for the crowd here that maybe we'll talk about a little bit later. But yeah, we want 100 friends, and that's our goal tonight. Yep.
We love a good tease. Hey, Joe, what is your favorite part of Concerts on the Square?
That's a great question. I think it's
the downbeat happens, and you just take a moment and look around, and you have 50,000 people that are here for the same reason, looking at beautiful music, looking at this wonderful Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, and just being a community, especially over the last 2 years where we were kind of sequestered in our own homes. Just seeing the community enjoying something together is pretty magical.
Okay, so that's your pitch, you guys, to text concerts to 801-801 for just $5 a month. You get a free drink out of it, you get perks, and what's more important is you're keeping this beautiful free concert here for years to come.
100%. Yeah.
All right. Joe,
thanks
so much for talking with us.
Yeah, likewise. We'll see you in a bit.
All right, Brady and Susan, we're going to be back in the 5 o'clock show and the 6 o'clock show talking about what you can expect tonight. Looking ahead to concerts on the square, the 4th of the season. Time to come down. I do have a blanket for you. Please come visit.
Oh, you're a star. Thank you. Have fun out there. Well, coming up next on Live at 4, we'll show you why you might want to avoid traveling in the second week in August.
CBS News senior travel editor Peter Greenberg has some international travel tips and more when Live at 4 continues.
A good night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhofels. Get a Beauty Rest Black or Harmony Luxe mattress and get up to a $300 Hotels.com reward card. The new Beauty Rest Black is redesigned and more luxurious and comfortable than ever. Beauty Rest Black Queen mattresses start at $26.99. And with Steinhofels special financing and free delivery, you can't make a mistake. Isn't it time you got a good night's sleep? Relax. It's Steinhofels.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Now is the time to switch to Spectrum Internet. America's leading internet provider just got even faster, with speeds now starting at 300 megabits per second. Faster speeds to game, faster speeds to stream, faster speeds to work or learn from home. All with 99.9% network reliability. Get Spectrum Internet for just $49.99 a month, plus a free modem and free online security software. Call 877-906-9192. Add advanced Wi-Fi to get enhanced security for your home network, automatically blocking outside threats to your devices. If it's connected, it's protected. So no matter what you do online, you can do it faster, safer, and more reliably with Spectrum. Now is the time to switch. Get Spectrum Internet with faster speeds for the same great price. Just $49.99 a month with starting speeds of 300 megabits per second. Visit Spectrum.com to find out more or call 877-906-9192.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
How does she do it envy?
So what's going on with this?
That's because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look and feel better. For that, I still got it going on kind of a feeling.
Must be good genes.
Through August 14th, try your first facial and get a free enhancement plus 20% off select skincare products. Terms apply. Massage envy facials, where better begins.
Hi, I'm Tom Nelson, Outagamie County Executive Candidate for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message. Democrats like me, not from Madison, Milwaukee, have a whole different approach. We have a different touch, a different cast. Oh, we read good books. Not the biggest pocketbooks. I've won 6 times in Trump country by pulling for what matters. Jobs, Medicare for all, union rights, women's rights, a planet in crisis. I'll fight the extremism in Washington by pulling for all Wisconsin.
Well, take a look at this. Farmers and agriculture officials are using dirty undies to actually track soil health in Delaware. Now, to be fair, the undies weren't dirty when they were buried on this farm in May, but the remains that were dug up months later are a good thing. The rapid decomposition of the 100% cotton undies means the soil is healthy. The Sussex Conservation District's Soil Your Undies Challenge has actually been going on for years, encouraging farmers to use their briefs to track the fruits of their labor. The shoddier the shorts, the healthier the soil, and that means less money for cultivation and more for the farmers. The district is highlighting the innovative work at this month's State Fair.
Well, here's the thing, like, you know, my mom's side, we come from a long line of farmers, and you have to be impressed with just how much science they have to use.
That's a very good point.
They're just always so smart and innovative. That's cool to see.
Yeah, it makes it, you know, it's not magic.
No.
It's a lot of hard work that goes into it. That's true.
I just threw some corn kernels in the ground, trying to figure out what comes out.
Our own farmer here.
Trying to figure out what comes out of the dirt. But you're right. The science behind it and in creating the seeds in the soil, it's fascinating.
And your corn just came up. How much did you plant?
Yes. So I've got 2 rows, and each row has 8. And everybody's popping up. Yeah. So I've got a few little ears coming up. Need to figure out what I want to do with them. Somebody just messaged me actually an hour ago. Said I need to beware of raccoons with sweet corn.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're going to get Penny out there to guard.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. If we can get my dogs involved in it. But with the sunshine coming through, of course, that's been really nice for the garden.
Yeah.
Expecting more sunshine for the next few days. I'll be out there with the hose in the morning, keeping things watered. But this weekend, some shower and thunderstorm chances building in. We'll take a closer look at your weekend forecast right after the break.
I'm Tim Michaels. Commanding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was an honor beyond measure. America is a miracle of countless sacrifices from unknown patriots. Honoring that is our duty. But today, America is under attack by radicals trying to tear down everything that makes America great. This is a fight we cannot lose. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm running for governor to help save the America that those before saved for us.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about our $49 single vision package. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about sizzling savings of 22%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 22% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Why hide your skin if Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control?
Hide my skin, not me.
Because Dupixent targets a root cause of eczema, it helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of it.
Hide my skin, not me.
And for kids ages 6 months and up, that means clearer skin and noticeably less itch. With Dupixent, you can change how their skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice.
Hide my skin, not me.
Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can show more with less eczema. Talk to your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, it is warm and humid outside, but thankfully things mostly dry. We've had some showers passing through north of Dane County. Will be sunny and dry for the next few days before our next chance for rain really builds in. And it is going to stay warm and humid through the weekend and through most of next week. Temperatures above average for afternoon highs and for overnight lows. And as we look ahead to this weekend, we'll have some shower chances, some stronger thunderstorms also possible, mainly on Saturday. So we have added an alert day to the forecast for Saturday. Overnight, mostly clear. Temperatures pulling back down to the mid-60s to start off Thursday. Afternoon highs will climb up to the upper 80s, so it'll be warm yet again. That means heat index readings will be in the middle to lower 90s for Thursday. For Friday, very similar story. We start the day off in the middle to lower 60s. Early in the morning, seasonable, and then afternoon high temperatures climbing above average in the upper 80s for Friday, and those heat index readings back in the mid to low 90s. Now, as we look ahead to the weekend, Saturday will start off dry with some sunshine, with cloud coverage building in through the afternoon and our shower chances developing in the late afternoon and evening. It looks like we're going to see some pretty steady rainfall late Saturday, and we could also see some stronger thunderstorms mixed in. This continues overnight into Sunday morning before things start to pull southeast by the middle of the morning on Sunday. That cloud coverage likely sticking around through parts of the afternoon, though, as the rain leaves the area, will dry up heading into Sunday night. Rainfall totals could climb up for us, and again, it's going to be hot and humid outside, so those storms could pack a bit of a punch. So we have added that alert day to the forecast for Saturday. Our scattered storms will develop, bringing in high winds, heavy rainfall late in the day. High temperatures tomorrow, though, with that sunny sky in the upper 80s, at least for the next few days. Things stay pretty calm, just humid. Mostly sunny, very warm. Our wind coming in from the west-northwest, about 8 to 15 miles per hour for Thursday. As we look ahead to Friday, also in the upper 80s with a slight chance late for showers or thunderstorms, but the focus really for that chance developing late Saturday. Continues into early Sunday morning. Temperatures on Saturday will be close to 90. It will be hot and humid outside as these storms build in. And then behind that, we fall back closer to average looking ahead to the start of next week. Overnight lows fairly seasonal, mid to low 60s, and will stay in the low 80s through the work week and heading into the following weekend. There is another chance for showers and storms on Tuesday and Wednesday, but plenty of dry hours expected. Most of the work week should stay pretty dry for us. And again, most of the day on Saturday is dry. That storm chance develops in the late afternoon and evening. That's part of the reason that we're concerned with those stronger thunderstorms. They'll be right during the heat of the day when those storms are developing. Then we'll clear things out early in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah, next week looks good summer temperatures.
Steady temps.
Yeah, steady.
We'll keep things in the low 80s. We don't need anything going up too high.
Good stuff.
We've been on enough of a roller coaster.
Right? Yes.
Thanks, Dana. Well, summer air travel continues to hit quite a bit of turbulence with more flight cancellations and lost luggage.
High demand for international flights has caused fares to surge.
And timing is everything. Yesterday, we talked to CBS News senior travel editor Peter Greenberg.
Oh, Peter, air travel to Europe is still a big mess this week. So what are the horror stories that you're hearing, and when will that get better?
Well, it's not just a big mess. Let's get literal. It's a big hot mess. Record heat wave in the United Kingdom. Temperatures got up to about 106 degrees yesterday. And here's the wild story. I've never heard this before. One of the airports right outside of London had to actually shut down because the runway was literally melting.
Yeah, wow. That was incredible. And it seems like everybody I know is going to Europe this summer. Travel there is very attractive, I guess, given the dollar exchange rate right now with the euro. So financially, it makes a lot of sense. But what are some ways for U.S. travelers to get the most bang for their buck?
Well, the smart thing you want to do is just get there on one long-range flight. And then once you get there, don't connect on another flight as a short-haul flight to Europe somewhere else. Take the train. It works. It's on time. And if you actually analyze it, the time that you spend getting on the train is actually shorter than a short-term airline flight. That's number one. Number two, remember, with the euro on a par with the dollar, it's a buyer's market. Not for the airfare, not for the hotel, but for basic goods and services. A taxi ride, a restaurant meal, tube of toothpaste. I'll give you another example. In Turkey, where the lira has been devalued so many times, the cost of your trip this year will be 38% less than what it would have been last year.
All those tips add up, really.
Yes, they do.
Well, what does travel in the U.S. look like for the rest of the summer? On your podcast, you talked about how the second week in August could be tough. Why is that?
Well, it will be tough. If you look at advanced bookings, and we're looking at this for the entire summer through Labor Day, that's the week, the second week in August, where the bookings are through the roof. The most number of passengers on planes. We've already seen what's happening in other locations at other times this year, whether it's the TSA, the airlines themselves, air traffic control. So the system's really going to be challenged the second week in August.
So lost luggage is a big problem for flyers this summer. So what's your advice for packing and then hanging on to your bags?
Well, first of all, you know, I always say there are two kinds of airline bags, carry-on and lost. But if you're going to check it, don't put all your clothing in one bag. Split it between two, because we're losing more and more bags. 21% more than last year. And you may have seen the story a couple of days ago where Delta Airlines flew an entirely empty plane, an A330, from London to Detroit. But the plane wasn't empty. It was only empty of passengers. It was filled with 1,000 lost bags. And why'd they fly to Detroit? The bags were never going to Detroit. They just didn't have people in London to sort them, to reunite them with the passengers. And the biggest irony, a lot of those bags that showed up in Detroit were actually headed for London.
I saw that. And is that just because they don't have enough staff? They don't have enough bodies to take care of all the bags?
Right, it's not just a pilot shortage, it's the people who work below the wings, the ground handlers, the baggage loaders, the baggage sorters, the counter agents, the gate agents. This is going to be with us for quite a while.
All right, Peter, safe travels this summer. Thanks for joining us. You're in Los Angeles today, by the way. Every week he's somewhere else in the world.
It's fun.
Yes, it is. Good to see you, Peter. We'll talk to you soon.
You got it.
I saw a story, someone was going on a wedding, and luckily she carried her wedding dress on because she still doesn't have the bags.
Oh, you have to be careful like that.
And it's hard to carry on if you're going to, Europe and you're going to be gone for longer than a week. That's challenging.
I think about when Joey on Friends just put on all those shirts at the same time. Layer up if you have to.
That's a good idea.
Coming up next, American food is invading the UK. We'll show you the new tastes from the states invading the island.
And then coming up next hour at 5, 3 Wisconsin Republicans have decided to toss statewide guidance that allowed election workers to fix certain things on absentee ballots. We'll have the update from our political reporter, Will Keneally, coming up tonight at 5.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing Wisconsin families over $8,000 a year. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Raising healthy children takes a village, and kids thrive when their village is healthy too.
SSM Health and News 3 Now are helping you unlock a healthier world with our Time for Kids Keys to Health campaign. We'll show you how sustainable choices create healthier lifestyles, explore the impacts of food security on families,
and share ways we can help build a healthy community together. So join us on air, online, and in your village.
And take time for kids.
Oh, hey, it's me, Adrian. People choose Sono Bello because they can permanently remove your stubborn body fat in just one visit. After having 2 kids, my body changed a lot, and I struggled with my stubborn body fat. For me, as a busy mom of 2, when I discovered that Sono Bello had a mommy makeover package catered just for moms like me who don't have time to recover and need to get back in action, that's when I knew I needed to go to Sono Bello. Sono Bello removed my diet-resistant fat cells permanently in just one visit. There was minimal downtime, local anesthesia, so I was actually awake during the whole procedure. I deserved my mommy makeover, and you do too.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-952-0466 or go to sonobello.com.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
At 5, keeping kids clean and healthy. A local hospital holding a hygiene drive for families in need. We'll share how you can help give a fresh start.
We have a beautiful Concerts on the Square forecast. However, an alert day is what we're going to be watching for. We'll have more coming up at 5.
And ahead at 6, your vote may not count if you don't follow the guidelines. We researched how to make sure your absentee ballot is not thrown out. That's tonight at 6.
great shot of the Windy City. Yeah, bright sunshine. Nice. Look at how blue the lake looks.
I know. Doesn't look too windy there.
No,
today.
it doesn't. 86 degrees in Chicago this afternoon.
I don't see Gary Knowlton over there. Well, an American food invasion is taking over the UK.
From fast food restaurants to mom and pop shops, the flavors from the States are spreading across the pond.
CBS's Ian Lee reports from London.
This London Tex-Mex joint started as a craving, a desire for good old comfort food.
And there's like a little bit of Mexican food, and some of it's good, but there's not a single Tex-Mex restaurant anywhere. Someone that's lived in Texas their whole life, that was not something I was ready to accept.
Texas natives Richard and Ashley Burgart moved to London for other jobs, but when they couldn't find that certain taste of home, they opened De Grande, or Big D, as in Dallas, in 2020.
So when we would have Texans during the height of pandemic times that would come to the restaurant, and literally there'd be people like crying as they ate queso because they're like, I haven't been able to get home.
Obviously, crying about queso is a little bit of an overreaction, but it was touching.
What's been the reaction from the Brits?
There was definitely some kind of educating about what this is that had to happen. Tex-Mex isn't Mexican food.
De Grande is part of the buffet of American restaurants popping up across the UK. From fast food joints like Popeyes and Wendy's, with plans to open hundreds of new locations, to mom and pop shops. Introducing something new and unique can still be a bit tricky.
How do you introduce people who've never had queso to queso?
Sometimes they don't order it, and so we bring them a sample anyways, and then they usually love it because it's good.
The hallmark of a good place? Repeat customers.
I love tacos. I love this place. You know, we live in the area, so yeah, I'm gonna keep coming back. And here's my guac.
And great guac.
Ordering guac. They're even getting the lingo down. Now that's a real takeover. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
American restaurants apparently aren't the only ones taking over. Brits are also developing an American sweet tooth.
The UK's busiest shopping street, Oxford Street, is home to more than 30 U.S. candy stores. I have a toothache thinking about that.
Well, up next, it's time to pick up the phone if you have a plant question for Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company.
You can call right now. The number is 608-270-9933. There's Lisa right there.
She brought a beautiful zinnia with her today.
Did.
Very nice.
Taking your calls when we come back.
iMart Express owns selection, price, and speed. Need single vision? Get 2 pairs for just $38.71. Progressives 2 for $76.92. Nobody beats us, guaranteed. iMart Express. Right glasses, right price, right now.
I'm Tim Michaels. Commanding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was an honor beyond measure. America is a miracle of countless sacrifices from unknown patriots. Honoring that is our duty. But today, America is under attack by radicals trying to tear down everything that makes America great. This is a fight we cannot lose. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm running for governor to help save the America that those before saved for us.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows. We've done the runaround.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different. The experts guided us through every step of their no-pressure process.
We really loved their educational approach. Next Door and Window helped us understand what was right for us.
They have a totally different approach to doors and windows. They made the window and door replacement process simple.
Call 844-600-NEXT to get 50% off your installation.
What's so great about being a Pick and Save Boost member? Free delivery on the Pick and Save products you love, and more rewards like double fuel points. Boost by Pick and Save Fresh Perks, a new level of membership starting as low as $59 a year. Learn more at pickandsave.com.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity, using less or a lot less oral pain medicines, and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Remember as a kid, if you could dream it, you could do it? Well, you still can. Now during the Ford Summer Supercharged Sales Event. And with great offers on select Ford vehicles,
just move on.
You'll not only bring back the fun, you'll supercharge it. So when the sun goes down, you'll just be getting started. Now place your order and lock in 2.9% APR for 60 months on select F-150 trucks, and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
How do we make your glasses the same day? It's all done in store. Our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish, getting them back the same day. Quality, affordable glasses made in store, only at iMart Express.
Right now, traffic's actually looking fairly smooth throughout southern Wisconsin. A quick look at downtown. East and westbound, all green on the Beltline, and downtown has the usual slow and go spots, but no other major hiccups for us this evening. Rock County also looks good north and southbound along the interstate, and downtown Janesville is nice and green. That's a quick look at traffic.
Thank you, Dana. Well, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here with us in the studio to take your calls.
Hi, Lisa, good to see you. The number to call, 608-270-9933, and we have 2 lines open if you have a question for Lisa. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
You got rid of our little mini flower and brought a big one.
I brought a big bodacious zinnia, one of my favorite summer annuals. As long as you deadhead, so that means removing the spent flowers, it'll keep blooming all summer long.
Beautiful.
Great colors, just,
Is the maintenance pretty low then, other than that?
It is full sun, you know, keep it watered, but they're pretty easy.
All right, very good. Let's go ahead and go to the phones, and we'll start with Julie in Madison. Hi, Julie, what's your question?
Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. I have a question why my aloe plant tips keep turning brown and then eventually the whole stem will turn yellow.
I would suspect, Julie, by that description that it's probably an overwatering issue. So aloes are like cactus, and so you really want to be careful with the watering, especially when it gets hot like this. Plants might be using less water at this time of year. So make sure that it dries thoroughly between waterings.
Okay, like maybe once a month?
It might even be once a month, depending on how big the pot is, yes.
Okay.
All right, thank you for calling today.
Well, up next we have Chris. Chris, what's your question?
Hi, my name is Chris. How are you?
Hi, go ahead. Thanks for calling. What's your question?
Well, I have an assortment, a large assortment of lilies growing in my yard, front yard, backyard, side yard. They're all over the place. The problem is they come to a full head. The heads just get to the point where they're ready to bloom and burst open, and the deer come in and they munch them all down.
I had that.
Is there anything I can do to prevent this from happening in the future, as in like other plantings or something like that?
I had that problem when I lived in Sheboygan. They'd come right up to the front window of the house, and we could be in there, and they just like bite them right off. So what you need to do, the best thing to do is to use a repellent. And for deer, I find that the spray repellents work the best. Don't spray it on the plants because a lot of times they'll stain, but kind of do the edge of the bed where your lilies are. Like there's Repelzol or Liquid Fence. Those are really effective. They're gag-inducing, but they really work.
Repelzol?
Repelzol or Liquid Fence. I personally like Repelzol.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you for calling today.
I knew a lady who used a radio. She played talk radio, and that kept the deer away. I don't know.
Okay, looks like unfortunately, we lost Ben and Ridgeway. Let's go to line 4. Lucy, are you on the line?
I am, my goodness.
Go ahead, what's your question?
I have a clematis vine that was just glorious blooming this year. I'm wondering if there's a way to keep that vine blooming through the summer, or if it's just plain finished now.
It's plain finished now. A lot of perennials have a season of flowering. So they comes on and they'll flower for a few weeks. Some things, you know, a little bit longer, some things a little bit less. So just enjoy it while you have it, and then maybe fill out your bed with some things that bloom at different times so that you have what we call, you know, a perennial bloom, perennial color.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for calling.
All right, Kurt from Sauk City, what's your question?
Hello?
Hi, Kurt. Go ahead, you're on. What's your question?
I just have a question about hostas. Is it best to transplant them in the fall or in the spring?
Either time. You just don't want to do it while they're flowering. Hostas are really resilient, so once it's done flowering, dig it out, have a really sharp shovel, that is the key, and just slice it into parts and then replant.
All right, thank you.
Very good, you're welcome.
Hey, Marlene from Edgerton, what's your question?
Yes, I was wondering, Lisa, if you could advise us as to what we might do with a crabapple tree. We've had it for 25 years, but little by little it's been dying. We're just wondering if we should trim the branches off and hope for the best, or just take it out, and when we should trim it if possible.
It sounds like since you have branches going out sort of one at a time, it sounds like it might be a vascular fungus like verticillium wilt or one of those. It's hard for me to diagnose that just based on the description, but that might be what it is. So what you're going to want to do is if those branches are indeed, crispy and brittle, you're going to want to trim them out back to some healthy growth. But if it is a vascular fungus, what you want to make sure is that you clean your pruners or your pruning saw with Lysol or a bleach and water solution between every single cut, so that if you do have a vascular disease, you aren't spreading it from a diseased part of your tree to a healthy part. And then just make sure that you keep it vigorous. Water it during drought, not fertilizing, but just keep it as healthy as you can.
All right, best of luck to you. Thank you for calling, everybody. We're out of time. The time goes by so fast.
It does.
Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll be right back after a quick break.
Is your home just as hot inside as it is outside? The problem might be your walls have no insulation or ineffective builder's grade insulation letting all that heat in. But when USA Insulation wraps your home in our premium injection foam, we turn your home into a cooler, keeping the heat outside and your cool, comfortable air inside, right where it belongs, and helping you save on rising electric bills. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Hi, I'm Tom Nelson, Outagamie County Executive Candidate for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message. Democrats like me, not from Madison, Milwaukee, have a whole different approach. We have a different touch, a different cast. Oh, we read good books. Not the biggest pocketbooks. I've won 6 times in Trump country by pulling for what matters. Jobs, Medicare for all, union rights, women's rights, a planet in crisis. I'll fight the extremism in Washington by pulling for all Wisconsin.
The blankets are out, the food trucks are setting up. We have a live interview with the maestro ahead of tonight's Concerts on the Square.
And kids in need receive a helping hand from a local hospital. We share how you too can make a difference. That's tonight at 5.
This local burger shack's as small as they come, but its fan base is huge.
They're from all 50 states and all over the world.
What's the secret to their sizzle? Mark Kane takes a bite to find out. Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
Sunny skies and still just nice and warm outside. Thankfully not quite as humid. We're close to 83 for current temperatures. Seasonable this afternoon. Heat index readings just a few degrees higher than our actual temperatures. Thankfully the breeze also backing off. Wind speeds about 8 to 15 miles per hour. Now, for the next few days, it's going to be hot and sunny Thursday and Friday, but as we look ahead to Saturday, we've added an alert day to the forecast. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will develop late in the day, and they could bring us some very high winds and heavy rainfall, something we're going to continue to monitor through the rest of the week.
All right, Dana, thank you. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4. Dr. Zorba Pastor will be here, and he'll be taking your calls and questions as well.
And the Best of Madison winners are announced. Join us for the Best of Madison Blitz.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. It has an affordable rate starting at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-644-6688 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-644-6688. 1-800-644-6688. That's 1-800-644-6688. So call now.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing Wisconsin families over $8,000 a year. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
In our final touch today, 2 new comfort dogs joined the puppy police force in Oakland County, Michigan.
Well, meet Sadie and Wildcat, 2 of the department's latest additions to its comfort dog program. Look at them. The newest adorable additions join the already sworn-in 6 King Charles Cavalier Spaniels, serving the community by bringing smiles and calm to situations where they're needed the most. Officers involved in the program say it's amazing to see how effective the dogs are at their jobs. Comfort dogs have been a part of the Oakland County Sheriff's Office for 3 years now, helping officers out in many situations, but most notably ones involving a mental health crisis.
That'll make you smile to end your day.
Yeah, that helps a person out. Good dog.
2 more shows, Brady. You're almost there.
We're going to do it.
All right. That'll do it for us at 4, everyone. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.